Well, hello YouTube. Welcome to this beautiful sunrise over the Savannah Plains where I have spent last 4,000 Minecraft days creating this base and this world. In this video I would like to show you the things that I have created, the world that I have lived in. And before we start, let me tell you, I started without absolutely any knowledge of Minecraft whatsoever. My kids were the ones that were the main factor why I started playing it. And I didn't know at the time, but honestly, I got quite addicted. So, without further ado, let's go, let's see what I have created. Let me just start with the overlook while we're standing up here on this beacon that I have built, just for fun. Over there, you see my nether portal, my house, my starting farm, you might say. Back in the distance, there are a couple more buildings that we will get into later on. So let's start the tour with the house. I specifically choose this spot because look at it. I mean, it's amazing. I got access to the water. It's a little cove. You know, it didn't look like this before, but maybe one day we can do a video how it looked like before I even got here. So the house. This is I believe third house that I have built here. The first one was really small starter house. It was beautiful. It was nice. It was nice, but I couldn't fit into it. The second house was honestly ugly square monster that I did not like. It was huge and it was ugly, but it helped me a lot because I could store a lot of things. During the gameplay, I figured out I need to do storage a bit differently, so I did. So let's get inside the house and let's see how the house looks like. Now, before the tour, I'm not really spending much time in the house, to be honest, right? It's just a house. So here we have our kitchen. Occasionally, when I'm up here, I might need to have access to my ender chest, you know, my crafting table, etc. So I have them here all stack up. Over here we have our office where I used to have my enchanting table, but I really don't need it anymore, so it's not here. So this would be the office. Back here down the hallway we have a paintings, and this is my bedroom. I do occasionally use the bedroom if I have to. When I'm caught up here in the dark, I do use it. So actually this one has a purpose that I actually do use. While I have all the windows around, because I want to see outside. I like to have a view from the house, so that's why the windows everywhere. And over here we have a storage room that honestly I do not use. You could use the barrels, you could use the chests, but I don't use it. Majority of my house is, or my base I should say, is underground. Now, I have been playing with the design of this walkway for a long time and I ended up with this, which I like the most. Over here I left just kind of a regular path, like in the garden, without the rocks. This is my starter farm. It's been here for a long time. Basically what I did is I created this huge platform over the ocean here, planted all my crops, and I did occasionally pick them up and use them in trading with villagers. So it had its purpose very well, but as you can see now, I don't really collect it all that much. I don't really need to, but I don't have a heart to take it off because I think it looks great, to be honest. Now, this is a lighthouse. I thought I should build a lighthouse since I am at the sea, so I built this thing here. It was probably my first, like a big build. I still do like it. I would do things a little bit differently now, but I think it's still good. It really doesn't serve any purpose because I really don't spend any time in here, but I think it's pretty cool. Now I use bubble elevators quite a bit, as you will see. So you can get up here, and you have a view of my base from the top. That's where we started. I can go around here, look back there. I don't want to go too far back because there are things we will get into later on. So this is the outside. Let's get to the most important part of this build actually. I have a little cocoa farm because believe it or not, sometimes you need a brown color, so why not have it at the home, you know. This was my first XP farm basically. I have traded with villagers quite a bit, so you just put a bottles of enchanting in here, and when you need XP, just in here, and get all the bottles flowing in you. That's how you get experience, fix your tools. I don't use it anymore. This is my XP farm now. Now in Bedrock, the furnaces can store XP, so the more items you can run through them, the more XP they store. Basically how this works is there's a double chest under each one of these furnaces, or smelters I should say, and it's full of fish. So now when I need to repair something, I just take the fish out and I get a lot of XP out of it. It's pretty automated. I can just press the button here. The fish will go through, it will get cooked, I will pick it up and I get XP. If I collect it from all of these, I get about 60 something of an XP. So it's pretty cool and it's very easy, very cheap. It's the best XP farm you can get in the Bedrock, I believe. Now the most the most important part of this build is this little garden. This is where everything is hidden from everybody else. Now my biggest problem with playing Minecraft is the storage. I mean, I have to, you go out there, you have your expedition, and you bring a lot of items with you. Now you can go around, go into your storage area, and store them, in the chests. You can mark your chests and have iron here, coal here, etc., etc. But when you do big projects or when you have a lot of things in your inventory, like a lot of different items, you will spend so much time on just putting different items in the different chests. Then you want to go build something, you have to go out there in your storage room, pick up items from each one of these chests. So early on I thought, you know what, I'll have to do some kind of a storage room that I will store all of my stuff. And since I've been digging down here for a long time, I decided I'm gonna build something that will store my items. So let's see what I have done here. As I said before, I use a lot of bubble elevators, and as you can see, there's a lot of floors. We will get to them later on. So welcome to my storage room. I have decided I'm gonna build the biggest storage I can do, and that's what I did. It took me a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, this was a project for a very long time, but now I don't have to worry about all the items. I don't have to worry about sorting. I don't have to worry about spending time on things I don't like to do. I just put the items in the input chest and it will all get sorted out down here without me even worrying about it. So as you can see, it's probably bigger than anybody will ever need, but I have decided I'm just gonna have a big storage, and I will not have to worry about it forever, and it will just do its thing. As you can see, I have marked with the item frames all the items that are in there. And what I do, I just put them into the input chest up on the top, and they will go down here and they will just get sorted without me even worrying about it. Now, the only problem that you're gonna have with this kind of storage is, selecting your chests properly, but that's something we will get into in the separate video, I suppose. So this is my storage room, just just to show you. Behind it this is how the back looks like. This is where all the sorting is happening. I have used, of course, since I didn't have any knowledge, I have used different tutorials on the YouTube to build this thing. And like I said, I will like to spend a different video just on this storage itself. Over here I have my concrete farm. It's very simple. You take your concrete powder, you put it in here, and then you take your pickaxe and just take it out. Over there I have, when I was digging down here, I figured out there's a slime chunk. Actually there were two slime chunks. So I built this huge slime chunk farm that produces way more slime than I will ever need. Again, I will have to do a different video about how it works, but it's fairly simple. I have a collection system down here. Once in a while when I'm down here, I just send my cards that are in there around to pick it up. They will collect all the slime balls in there and put them in the chests for me, so I don't have to worry about it. This is still in the development because I cannot decide on the ceiling, and there will be more farms in this area. This is my basalt farm, which is very simple. We will get to it later on as well. There's a sea pickle farm if I need lime green, which I do need. And these are my farms for the nether mushrooms, the fungus, the brown one, and the crimson one. Very simple, but very effective. Now from this area we can go up by 1 floor, and that's where my second problem was. When you need a lot of glass, when you need a lot of items basically cooked, smelted, you need a smelting area. So I have built a super smelter, kind of my own design. It's a huge super smelter. I have built it actually way bigger than I need to, but it's amazing. It works. This is where I load my items. Minecraft will pick it up, goes around, put the items into all of these furnaces, and I can take them out right here when they are done. The same for the other side. There's 72 furnaces on each side, which is too much, so I basically disconnected the second row of furnaces, the back one here, for now. But if I do like a big smelting project, I can turn them on anytime I want to. So basically I just use 72 furnaces. Over here, at first I started to fill these furnaces with the bamboo. So I have a bamboo fire here, zero tick. But bamboo is not a very good fuel source, so I am not using it, even though I have stored quite a few bamboo here. And I still actually use bamboo for this half of the farm. Over here there's a stairway that leads back to the bottom floor again. Now another farm area, you can say this is like an industrialistic. We have our cactus farm, which I do need. Look at the amount of the cyan terracotta that I have used. So yeah, I need a lot of cacti for the dye. And we have plenty. It just does its thing, you know. Here, this is just for fun. I wanted to see how fast it goes and how many of them I can get. It's a crow's flower because I like androids, so I can make androids out of this. This is my snow farm. My snow golem is obviously gone for now, so we have to put a new one in. I don't know why it disappeared, but it's gone. And this is the storage area for my melons, pumpkins, and sugarcane. And we will get to the melons, pumpkins, sugarcanes. Basically, they grow 1 floor above us. They go down here. They get collected and stored in these chests here. So this is my super smelter floor with some farms next to it. Now for the super smelter, you need a lot of fuel. And trust me, you need a lot of fuel if you burn a lot of things. I started, like I said, I used bamboo, but that didn't work out for me very well. So I was thinking, what else can I use? What would be the good idea? And I thought, you know what? Let's try to see if I can use kelp blocks. Now, of course, to get a lot of kelp blocks, you either need to go into the oceans and collect all the kelps there, or you can do a kelp farm. Me, I did a kelp farm, and I did a pretty big kelp farm. Now, the amount of digging here was ridiculous, but it paid off. It paid off. Basically, what it does here, the kelp grows. It grows in front of the observer. The observer triggers the piston and it collects the kelp itself. The kelp flows up, goes into the hoppers, and the hopper line will take it through here, where the kelp gets smelted. So there's the hopper line and goes in. Now, after it gets smelted, there is a problem. That's why there's so many crafting tables, because you have to manually take all the kelp and create the blocks. But of course, it works as a XP farm as well, because if you go up there and pick up the kelp from the smelter, you will get a lot of XP. So this is where the kelp is smelted. After I get the blocks, I put them in here. From here, there's an item elevator that takes the kelp up to the furnaces. So I use the kelp blocks for smelting the kelp, and I also use the kelp blocks for the super smelter. The way the kelp blocks get into the super smelter is through here. I just dump them into this chest. There's a hopper line that goes down below us, where the super smelter is. This is my beacon. Yes, it's a big one. And it took a lot of digging to get all these diamonds, but as you can see, I mean, the area I have digged out here is ridiculous. It's like, I'm not sure, it's 80 blocks by 80 blocks square, or going from almost 0 to 70. Now this is where all my melons and pumpkins come from. There's 3 layers of them going up. When they get collected, they fall down. The water stream picks them up and takes them for a ride around through here. Also, this is my sugarcane farm as well. That's incorporated in here. Again, it gets collected and it flows around and it gets into the storage system that we have seen down below. Sometimes you get items stuck here, but doesn't matter. Now, with the kelp, I also created kind of a switch that if I feel like I don't really need all that much kelp, or if the kelp gets full here, I can switch it and it will go over here, which is my bone meal farm. This is where I create all of my bone meal. It's huge. It's way bigger than anybody will ever need, but Why not? It's big. Everything else, it's big around here, so why not? So now I got the fuel, I got the storage, but what I need is food. How do I deal with the food? Well, you can have your farm, or you can just do the villager trading hall. Yes, there it is. So I have taken all the villagers from the villages that are around me and made them into my liking. This is where I buy my, gold carrots. Oh, sorry. And melons, and I sell all my melons and pumpkins. Now all of these were infected by a zombie and healed again, so I get the discount. They are not on the maximum discount yet, all of them, but they will get there. My stonemasters, of course, are to get all of my quartz. Then I have all the books I need. That I need. Again, they were all turned into discounts. Now the way I have made them, turning them into the cheaper discounts, is there's a rail arm behind here that will carry my deal maker around and make sure that if they are not listening to me, he will show them who's the daddy here. This guy here. I just use him, take him in between them. He turns them into zombies, I cure them, they give me a discount. Pretty simple. But it took a long time to build, and it was a pain to get these guys in here. Oh my god. Now, last floor is my brewing area. Over here I have created my super brewer, I call it. Basically, I can brew anything I want just by the press of the button here. Let's just say I want to do the fire resistance. So I just press the button. As you can see, it will start burning itself. Yeah, brewing by itself. And I just pick up the done deal. You can tell that I have it set up for almost anything. You just say I want the fire resistance and I want to have it extended by some time, or you can do the splash potions. You can turn them around. Dragon bread, I don't have that many. If you are interested, this is how it looks behind it. There's a hopper line with droppers. Every time you turn it on, you turn off the redstone torch, unlock the hopper, it shoots in and it goes in. Now, I also have a little netherwork farm here, which is the small one. I have a big one in the nether, but we will get to the nether later on. And I do use quite a bit of netherwort in my project because I like the netherwort bricks. And down here, my farm room has no purpose. It's just here. This is my aquarium or sea viewing area. And yeah, I have spent a lot of time designing this one, and I really do like the way it turned out. There is a plan in the future that I will connect this area with a different area in the world by underwater tunnel, but that will take some time. That's gonna be a hell of a project. So yes, this is my aquamarine room, you can tell. From here we can either go by the elevator or we can get through these stairs up to my storage room into the house. So this is basically just very quick run through my world, and I don't know, let me see what you think about it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Hope you like the video. If you do, please press the like button, if you want me to do more videos, you wanna see the progress, just subscribe, and we will see where we go from here. So thank you guys for stopping by. Let me know in the comments what you think about this world, if you would like to see something else. I will be making more videos. I will do part 2 where we will go into the nether area behind me, see what we have created there. And if you do like the video, please press the like button, and I will see you later. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.